Hey everyone, ready for some magic? Today we are taking a deep dive into the witchcraft aesthetic. It's so much more than Halloween costumes. It's really a whole way of life
Yeah.
and expressing yourself authentically.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. It's this blend of personal style and spiritual practice, almost creating a magical world that
Right.
reflects you.
Exactly. And get this, we've got some excerpts in this article. Witchcraft aesthetic ideas, decor, outfits, and vibes. And it is full of inspo.
Cool.
So we're talking transforming your space into a mystical haven and bringing magic into your daily life.
Sounds like we're going to explore how these aesthetics become tangible, like in real life.
Yes. First up,
Mm-hmm.
let's conjure up some witchy decor. The article emphasizes creating this sacred space in your home, like a personal sanctuary to connect with your inner magic. And it all starts with the altar. Have you ever thought about creating an altar in your home?
Altars are so interesting. There's so many cultures and spiritual practices. It's like this physical space
Yeah.
where you can like manifest your desires visually and connect with your spirituality.
Wow. That's such a powerful way to think about it. It's not just decorations, it's like a representation of your inner world. The article has tons of ideas for decorating it, like using certain candles and crystals, herbs and other things with personal meaning. Like, have you heard of using black candles for protection or amethyst for intuition?
Each element has its own history and symbolism. Like Himalayan salt lamps, the article suggests them for mystic lighting. Obviously, they create this beautiful glow, but they're also believed to purify the energy of a space.
I am feeling zen just thinking about that warm glow. They also suggest star-shaped string lights. It sounds super cozy. And they mention using natural elements like feathers and shells, even moon water. What do you think about those?
That connection to nature is so important in witchcraft. Nature is a source of power and energy. So bringing those elements into your home is like a link to that energy.
It's like bringing the outdoors inside, but more intentional. Now let's talk about witchy fashion.
Yeah.
This article covers so many styles. It's really cool to see how differently people interpret it through what they wear.
Clothing can be so powerful. It's a way to project your inner world outward. I'm really interested to see how that plays out here.
Me too. So we've got the classic witchcore, flowing black dresses, occult jewelry, that image people think of.
It's become so embedded in our minds, but it's just one interpretation. There's so much more.
For example, they talk about cottagecore witch, which is a total 180. It's all about those earthy tones, flower crowns, whimsical woodland vibes.
It's a great example of how the aesthetic can be dark and mysterious, but also light and whimsical. Witchcore evokes power and shadow, and cottagecore witch feels more like nature's gentler side. What speaks to you more?
Ooh, that's tough. I love the drama of witchcore, but I do love that earthy softness of cottagecore. It just feels so peaceful. And then we have celestial witch with shimmering fabrics and elegant cosmic vibes.
Celestial witch seems to capture that sense of awe when you look at the night sky. It's about embracing the vastness of the universe and our connection to the cosmos.
Totally. And for those who like a more minimal look, they talk about modern minimalist witch. Subtle magical touches. Simple clothing. Maybe one piece of occult jewelry.
It's less visual
Yeah.
and more about weaving magic into the everyday, a whisper of enchantment.
Right. It's like saying, I'm a witch, but I don't have to shout it. I love that.
It's all about authenticity,
Yeah.
finding what resonates with you and expressing it authentically.
Yes,
Yes.
I completely agree. Now, the article also talks about bringing magic into your everyday life, and this is where it gets really interesting. What do you think about infusing daily routines
Yeah.
with magic?
It's like where the real magic is.
Right.
Moving beyond the surface
Yeah.
and making it a part of your daily life.
One of the things they suggest is morning tea magic.
Yeah.
Aha, starting your day with intention-infused herbal tea.
Intention is so important in magic and manifestation. It's about giving your actions a purpose and directing your energy towards what you want. So you're using this simple act of drinking tea as a ritual.
It's not about the tea itself, but the mindset you have with it. Chamomile for a calming day, peppermint for energy, rose for self-love.
It's such a nice way to start the day mindfully, connecting with yourself and your intention.
Right. It's like a self-care ritual with a bit of magic. They also talk about using tarot or oracle cards for daily guidance. What do you think about that?
They can be powerful for introspection. Each card has a meaning, and shuffling and drawing them helps you use your intuition.
So less about fortune telling and more about self-discovery.
Yeah. The cards act as a mirror to your current state of mind.
Wow. like a conversation
Mm-hmm.
with your subconscious. They also mention keeping, Book of Shadows. Have you ever kept a journal for your spiritual practice?
A book of shadows is a great way to keep track of your magical journey, your insights, experiences, spells, dreams, anything important. It's like your own grimoire.
I want to start one now. Imagine looking back and seeing how far you've come. This is all so inspiring. But we've only just started to uncover the layers of the witchcraft aesthetic.
There's still so much to explore. Practical magic, the symbolism. We're just getting started.
So stay tuned as we dive deeper and see how you can bring a little magic into your life. Welcome back. I'm feeling so inspired to add some more magic into my life. Before we moved on, we were talking about morning tea magic. It's so simple and effective, just setting your intentions with a cup of tea. I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to create a whole ritual around it? Maybe choosing a special mug or using crystals in the process.
Yeah. Rituals are great. They add intention and mindfulness to what we do. Even making tea can become almost sacred if you do it intentionally. You could turn it into a sensory thing, lighting a candle, choosing herbs, maybe playing calming music while you drink.
Oh, I love that. It's like turning the boring stuff into something magical. The article also talks about creating that magical ambiance at home. What are some of your favorite ways to make a space feel magical?
For me, it's about creating an environment that really feels good to my senses. And it is good for me. Think like soft lighting, natural textures, scents that make you feel peaceful.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
You mentioned salt lamps earlier, and I love those. That warm, magical glow.
They are on my witchy decor wish list for sure. They also talk about gulling incense to set the mood. Have you ever used incense in your practice?
Oh, yeah. Incense is so good for changing the energy of a room. Different scents have different properties, like sandalwood is good for protection and feeling grounded.
Oh, interesting.
Frankincense is more for spiritual connection and purification.
I see.
And then the classics, lavender for calm and rosemary for clarity.
Okay, so incense shopping's on the to-do list too. I'm also curious about using crystals. I know people believe crystals have energy. Do you have any favorites?
Crystals are great. They can be decorations, but they do have these unique energy properties that can change a space.
Okay.
Amethyst is good for calmness and intuition.
I've heard that one.
Rose quartz is for love and compassion.
Okay.
Clear quartz is used for amplification, and black tourmaline for protection.
So funny.
You put them on your altar, or even carry them with you.
I have to admit, I'm a bit skeptical about the whole metaphysical thing.
Yeah.
But I get wanting to surround yourself with things that make you feel good.
It's not really about believing that crystals will solve all your problems. It's more about creating an environment that's good for you and goes with your energy.
I like that. Creating a space that reflects who you are inside. The article also mentions incorporating sound. What do you think about that?
Sound can be so powerful. We talked about playlists earlier, and those are a great example.
Right.
You could also use things like singing bowls or chimes, even just nature sounds. Imagine listening to rain or leaves rustling while you meditate.
It's like a sonic sanctuary. I think that's what I love about this aesthetic. It's about engaging all your senses.
Exactly. It's a holistic experience that's good for your mind and body and spirit.
Now, before we move on, I want to go back to the fashion thing. Talk about witchcore and cottagecore witch.
Yeah.
But I want to know more about where these styles come from, historically and culturally.
Yeah.
How did we get from that one stereotypical witch image to all these different styles?
That's a great question. The image of the witch has been shaped for centuries by folklore, mythology, even persecution.
Wow.
The pointy hat and black robes
Oh, yeah, that one.
come from historical depictions that were often based on fear. And you have fiction in literature and film all mixed together.
So it's like a mix of fact and fiction over time.
Exactly. And then you have cottagecore witch, which is newer. It romanticizes rural life and connection to nature.
It does feel very Chinese.
It's connected to herbalism and folk magic and reverence for nature.
I see. It's interesting how witchcore and cottagecore witch are like two sides of the same coin. One is dark
Light.
and the other is light and earthy.
And then you have celestial witch, which is all about the cosmic and celestial
Exactly.
astrological symbols, a sense of wonder. And then there's the minimalist approach, which is much more subtle.
So many ways to express it. It's really cool to see how it's evolved.
It's just that witchcraft isn't just one thing. It's lots of different beliefs and practices that keep changing and evolving.
That's what makes it so cool. Let's say someone is listening And they are really into the witchcraft aesthetic, but they don't know where to begin. What would you tell them?
I'd say explore the different styles and see what feels right to you. Try mixing and matching to create your own look. It's not about rules. It's about finding what's true for you.
So it's about creating a magical life
Yeah,
that feels authentic.
exactly. And don't be afraid to let your creativity guide you.
Embrace your inner witch.
Yeah.
I love that message. It's about finding your own path.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about the look, but now I want to talk about the symbolism. What are some key symbols we see?
Symbolism is really important. It connects us with a deeper meaning.
I see.
One of the most common symbols is the pentacle.
I've seen that one a lot.
It's a 5-pointed star in a circle, often used for protection and balance, and the 5 elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit.
So it's like a symbol of wholeness
Yeah.
and connection to nature.
Right. And then you have the crescent moon, which is often associated with feminine energy, intuition, and the cycles of nature.
I do love the moon.
The moon has been important to people for a long time. It affects the tides and our emotions. It connects us to the universe.
Right.
And then there's the sun, which is masculine energy, vitality and illumination.
So the moon is feminine and the sun is masculine.
Yeah, they represent the balance of light and dark.
Wow. These symbols are so simple,
Yeah.
but have so much meaning. What about sigils? I've heard that word, but I don't really know what they are.
Sigils are really cool. They're like personal magical symbols you create for a specific purpose.
So you make them yourself.
Exactly. It's like making your own magical language.
Interesting.
There are lots of ways to make them, but you basically take your intention and turn it into a symbol.
Okay.
You can do this by taking the words, breaking them down into letters, and then rearranging and combining them.
It's like magic calligraphy.
Once you have your sigil, you can use it in lots of ways. Draw it, carve it into a candle, even visualize it.
I'm seeing how the witchcraft aesthetic is so much more than just a look. It's really a way of life.
It's about weaving magic
Yeah.
into everything you do.
I think that's what makes it so empowering.
It's about understanding that you have the power to change your reality.
Now, before we finish,
Yeah.
I want to talk about color. Certain colors are really popular
Yeah.
in witchcraft. What's the significance of that?
Color is another tool to enhance your practice. Different colors are connected to different things.
Like black is for protection, right?
Yes. Black is very powerful.
Yeah.
It's also connected to mystery and transformation. It absorbs energy, so it's good for protection.
Okay.
White is more about purification,
Right.
clarity, connecting to the divine. It represents new beginnings.
I see.
Green is nature, growth, abundance.
Yeah.
It's the color of the earth, so it represents fertility, healing, and prosperity.
It makes sense.
Red is passion, energy, vitality. It can boost your energy
Right.
and make you feel more confident.
The powerful color.
And then there's purple, which is for psychic abilities and intuition. It's connected to spirituality.
Okay.
You can use these colors in your home, clothes, even rituals.
So if I'm feeling tired, I wear red.
That's the idea. It's about using color to create a space that feels good.
Like creating your own magical color palette.
Exactly.
This is all so interesting.
We've talked about so much, but there's always more to learn.
It's a journey.
The witchcraft aesthetic is all about self-discovery.
It's constantly changing.
It's a living tradition
Right.
that helps us connect with our creativity and intuition and the magical world.
Welcome back to our final deep dive into the witchcraft aesthetic. We've covered so much, from magical homes to daily rituals. It feels like we've opened a door to so many possibilities.
It really has been quite a journey. We've seen how this aesthetic goes so much deeper than just trends. It's a way of life, a way of connecting with yourself and the world around you.
I think what really stands out to me is the creativity and diversity. Within this aesthetic, it's not about rules, but finding what feels right for you.
Exactly. It's about being yourself and using these tools and practices to become more empowered.
So as we wrap things up, what's the one thing you hope our listeners take away from this?
I hope they feel inspired to find their own inner magic, however that looks for them. Maybe it's a small altar or a daily ritual or just being more aware of their energy. The beauty of it is it's for everyone, no matter who you are or what you believe.
I love that, finding those little sparks of magic every day.
And it's a journey, not a destination. So be patient and experiment and have fun. There's no right or wrong way to do it.
To all our listeners out there, I encourage you to explore this more. Use your intuition, try different things, see what brings you joy and ignites that magic. Maybe you'll love cottagecore witch, or celestial witch, or even the minimalist approach.
The world is full of magic, just waiting to be discovered. Keep your eyes open, keep your heart open, and you'll find it everywhere.
What a beautiful thought. Thank you for joining us today on this magical journey into the witchcraft aesthetic.
Yeah.
I hope you've learned something new. Maybe you've found a little magic inside yourself.
And until next time, may your days be filled with enchantment and wonder.
Don't forget to check out the show notes for more resources. Until our next deep dive, keep exploring and keep shining bright.